This awesome trailer has 1,225 watts of solar on the roof, and it has 800 amp hours of lithium battery. What does that mean? Well, that's what we're gonna find out. How is that gonna help you in all the different camping scenarios? I am here with the MDC XT19HRT Off-Grid Extreme. This camper is outfitted with a full RENOGY system, and it is amazing. Now, you may not be an engineer, which is why I invited Stephen from RENOGY to come help us out. So Stephen, first question. I'm at a campsite. I'm plugged in at my campsite. Is this really gonna be any help to me at all?
100%. When you're connected to the campsite, you're gonna get the most benefits of the system. Not only are you gonna be charging, when you're connected to shore power, but at the same time, you're gonna get all the benefits from everything in here. So running your air conditioner, running the kids' video games, TVs, coffee pots, whatever it may be, you're gonna get the full array of everything in this trailer.
So it's gonna be really hard to blow a breaker, and it's gonna be really hard to run these batteries down?
100%, yeah.
It's just gonna do everything I need it to do.
It's a 3,000 watt inverter charger that's built in, and then when you're connected to the grid power, at that point you have all the power of the grid at your fingertips. So you can really benefit, and like you said, you're not gonna run out of power. You're not gonna have to worry about that at all. You're gonna be able to get everything that you need out of this trailer with the electrical system.
Amazing. So I know there is an app with this system. What am I gonna see on that? Is there anything that's gonna indicate that I'm getting more of a charge, or that the system is running plugged into shore power? What is that gonna look like?
Yeah, so we do have a great companion app. It's the DC Home Companion app. And basically that's gonna give you real-time monitoring of what's happening in the system. So sometimes on these older systems, you'll have to look at voltage, or you'll have to kind of guess of your state of charge of the battery, and then you start running everything and then your battery's dead. That's the worst scenario.
That's
With
right.
this, it will tell you exactly, hey, based on the percentage of battery, this is how long you can run it for. So that the app will give you all the data that you need. At the same time, some people like to nerd out and just look at it and see exactly what's going on through all the components in the RENOGY system.
Yeah, people love to see how much power they're using, whether they need to worry about it or not. So basically, if I'm at a campsite, this is gonna charge so quickly, there's just no looking back, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm probably gonna leave that campsite fully charged, ready to go.
Yep, that is correct. Yeah, that's definitely the best case scenario.
Okay, so here's the next scenario.
Okay.
I leave that campground and I head up into the mountains. I wanna camp all by myself, and it's a beautiful sunny day. What am I gonna be able to run on this camper? How long can I stay? All the questions that people that are boondocking wanna know. What's that gonna look like?
Understood. So this is for the real off-gridders, the real boondockers out there. They wanna go camp wherever and have all the power at their leisure. So this system is huge, It's definitely for anybody that's really trying to get the most out of being off the grid. First, when they're driving down the road, this is a very unique system. It's actually housed with a DC to DC charger. So what does that mean? When you're driving down the road and it's plugged in, it's actually gonna use some of the charge from your starter battery alternator and recharge your house battery. It's actually sending 720 watts from your starter battery back to your house battery, and at the same time, you still have the rooftop solar. So it's really making sure that from point A to point B, that when you park and you're ready to boondock and enjoy, being off the grid, your battery is gonna be 100% ready to go.
And how long will it take if my batteries were dead? Let's just say I've run my batteries down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drive to my place to boondock. How long is it gonna take to charge up those batteries?
Yeah, so it really depends on how much solar you're getting, and how long you're gonna be driving for.
It's a sunny day. How long do I have to drive? Do you have an estimate?
Yeah, roughly around 3 to 5 hours with solar and the charging of the DC to DC charger. It's gonna get your battery bank from 0 to 100%.
In 3 to 5 hours?
3 to 5 hours of 800
driving.
amp hour batteries, yep.
That's incredible.
Yep.
There's a lot of vehicles out there that they're driving with a standard charging system, and 3 to 5 hours won't even get a single wet cell battery up to 100%.
Yeah, and this is 2 lithium batteries, and the overall capacity of that battery bank here is 10,000 watt hours of capacity. So recharging that amount in that little bit of time is pretty crazy.
And that is with a DC to DC charger, which is built into this trailer.
That is correct.
And it's part of the system. You do need to add just a little bit of wiring on your vehicle, but it is kind of like a supercharger for trailers.
Yeah, it's not the same as that little 10 amp charger that was through like the 7-way. This is a really hefty charge. It's setting 720 watts of charge. So yeah, you do have to do a little wiring on the towing vehicle, but after that, then it's going to ensure that this big battery bank is fully topped off whenever you need it.
Yeah, so that Anderson plug, look for that on a trailer that has a large solar system built into it. And just know that is the supercharged part of the system when you're driving down the road. Now, we get out to this boondocking space. We're assuming a sunny day because that's how we'll get the most out of the system. What can it do and for how long? Because that's all I really care about.
Yeah, that's the #1 question. You know, how long can I run my air conditioner for? How long can I run?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's with 10,000 watt hours of capacity, especially if you're throughout this day and you're getting ample sunlight, you're going to be able to really run that air conditioner anywhere from 6 to 8 hours directly off of your solar system. So you're really going to be able to generate enough energy to be completely efficient and run those heavier loads in your trailer when you're camping.
So I'm in Texas. It's 100, 105 degrees in the summer. You know, I can turn on the fans. I can do fine during the day, but at night, when I'm ready to go to sleep, that's when people want their AC. So you're telling me if this system charges during the day, I can run that AC 8 hours maybe in a night, 6 to 8 hours, cool off the camper, sleep comfortably, and get up and be ready to go the next day.
100%, yeah. And the good thing about the monitor, it will show you exactly how much capacity you have. So when you're getting close to that 8th hour, you can look, hey, how much capacity do I have left? And it will tell you how long you could run that heater or air conditioner for on that monitor. So it'll give you exactly the run time of how much time you have left.
Now, does it make a difference if I put it on like a low mode, or is there an eco mode or something? Because, you know, I'd be willing to kind of turn it down a little bit if it would last all night.
Understood, yeah, and that's key, you know, depending on the ambient temperature when you're inside, and turning down the actual temperature or putting it in a lower setting is gonna help the overall draw. So, you know, setting up your trailer so it's a little bit more eco-friendly, and at the same time you're kind of keeping all your heat or all your coolness in there is gonna help with the overall discharge of the batteries as well.
Okay. This is important to me. I know there's lots of displays and things that tell us all kinds of numbers.
Yes.
What number do I need to pay attention to? What's important on that display? What am I looking at that I can understand without being an engineer and being like keyed into all of the details of this system? I just want to know where I'm at.
100%, yeah. So on the display, it's gonna have one main display that's gonna give you kind of an overview of the complete system. And there's a SOC rating on there. And the SOC rating, that basically means state of charge. And
okay.
That's key. You want to keep an eye on the state of charge of the battery bank, and that will tell you how long you're going to be able to run for, and at the same time, how much capacity you have in that battery bank when you are fully charged. So that state of charge rating is a very key thing to really remember and to look at.
Will it tell me? I mean, will I be able to look at it and have it say, you've got 4 hours and 20 minutes left at this rate of consumption?
Yeah, so one big thing about the monitor itself is going to give you either plus or negative if you're charging or discharging. So if you are using that air conditioner and you're discharging, it will show you how many amps you're actually discharging out of that battery and how many minutes, hours that you have left in that battery. So
super simple.
Super simple. You know, if you're running the air conditioner, turn it on, your battery's at 100%, it should say like 8 hours of runtime. You know, it'll give you a real good understanding of how long you could run that system for.
So if I said, okay, maybe I don't need the AC, I could go turn it off, will it immediately tell me then I have 12 hours left?
That's exactly. So it gives you real-time updates. So
I can run around the trailer, turn things on and off, and it will tell me exactly where I'm at if I ran at that level.
Yes, it takes away that guessing game, you know, not like, oh, maybe I could leave the lights on for a little bit longer, maybe the kids could play the video games a little bit longer. No, you know exactly how much time you have left over, and you can make sure that that battery is not going to be discharged, and at nighttime you can use your air conditioner when you need to.
Wonderful. Okay, now I've had so much fun in the middle of nowhere on that mountain. I'm headed home. Will that app be useful to me when I'm driving?
Yeah, the app itself, it's a mirror to what's on the monitor, so you can definitely see it when you're driving. One big thing too is, say you leave your trailer somewhere and you go somewhere remote, you know, 10, 20, 1,000 miles away, you know, different state. The built-in monitor does have Wi-Fi, so that Wi-Fi connectivity, if you have it connected to a hotspot, you can actually patch in remotely and see what's going on in your system. Some people park these, leave them, you know, for months in campsites. Sometimes they'll put them, you know, when
out on the deer lease or down at the coast.
You know a little bit more than me. So in those scenarios, they could patch into their system and make sure that everything is charging how it's supposed to be. Or if something comes up, they can look at it and they'll understand what's happening in their system.
Oh man, that's wonderful. Well, this is one of the best outfitted trailers I've seen. RENOGY does a great job. One of the things I really like about the RENOGY system is that it all works together, and that app is so informative. No matter what you're doing, whether you're camping at a campsite, boondocking, traveling, that app should tell me everything I need to know. Great information.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stephen.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thank you, PJ.